The Borderplex Alliance tells us the president's threat to impose tariffs on Mexico puts thousands of jobs at risk. KTSM 9 News reporter Tatiana Favela is live to explain what this means for our local economy.
Local companies along the border are working hard to ensure its success, however, already have to start thinking ahead of the possibility of cutting some opportunities and losing business.
Cut jobs, minimize positions to be able to save the company. And so that's going to cause another ripple effect as well for small businesses here in El Paso.
As the deadline approaches, companies from both sides of the border are trying to save as much money and job security as they possibly can.
We're anticipating something at least good, because supposedly all these things that were put in place were supposed to be good and productive for the economy, and it's been reversed. It's not helping.
CEO John Barela with the Borderplex Alliance says the threat of imposing a 5% tariff against Mexico won't secure the border and could lead to the loss of 400,000 U.S. jobs.
The threat of a tariff will kill American jobs, it will devastate our local economy, and it will actually make our border less secure. So we're hopeful, as we continue the dialogue, that the threat to impose the tariff will not take place.
It's piling on one on top of the other. A lot of times we hear the owners, and when we have meetings with them, how tight everything's getting for them, and they're struggling, and they're trying to grow, and we're trying to grow, and we're trying to create jobs here in our community, and it's very difficult. They're not helping. It's not helping.
Also, taxpayers will ultimately be paying the price if the tariffs are implemented.
Tomatoes are going to be more expensive. Your Dell computer, which is made in Mexico, is going to become more expensive. Your automobile will become more expensive because of the tariffs imposed on Mexico, or the impending tariffs. All of that's going to hit us in the wallet, in the checkbook. We're going to pay that tariff at the ground level as U.S. consumers.
Again, the deadline for the imposed tariff threat is this Monday. The president says that could lead up to 25% in the next coming days. Live in South Central El Paso, Tatiana Favela, KTSM 9 News.